Hello, I hope you're well. Welcome to another video. So today I thought we would do a bit of a reading to see what energies are around. I want to talk to you about some of the things I've been shown by my star family and guides, some very odd, strange things. It's almost like, I wonder if I've been traveling through the multiverse, other dimension. Well, I'm always going into other dimensions, but it's almost like it may be the multiverse. And there's something I've seen about the nature of our reality as well. So I want to talk about that. So we'll have a quick chat about that and then we'll get into the reading. But first of all, I think what we'll do, I've got these little easel things. I picked them up in the shop the other day, the little Danish shop. I can never remember. It's so stern. I know I'm not saying that right, so please forgive me. And I thought we'd get some of the main energies that are around at the moment that we need to look at. Things that are being brought forward by our guides, angels, for the collective, the world and the collective to know about. Okay, let's have a look then. Whew. Okay, so we have something about miracles. And I want you to pay close attention to this. I know that the borealis, but it's energy as well. I want you to think of it as energy, because what I'm going to discuss is quite interesting about that and what I've seen. I see a lot of light like that around me, but it's all blue. Now, blue is to do with communication. I'm wearing blue today as well. Healing, and it's the throat chakra, which is communication. So let's see what else we have. We have protection. A lot of these swathes of energy that I see, that I am shown, are to do with protection around the planet that we don't even know about. Okay, so I'm going to put that there and get one more. It's about the being hidden depths of this planet that we don't even know about. The mountains, I'm shown so many mountains. I go over these little mountains all the time. Then we've got power, something from the past returning. We keep getting that, these dinosaurs coming out, something coming out of the earth. I'm starting to channel something from the past returning. A lot to do with these mountains. There are things hidden within all of these mountains and under the water that we don't even know about. Okay, so that's what we've got at the moment, but we have protection. I mean, look at this. It's caves, mountains, things being hidden from us, deliberately hidden from us, things hiding. Something old returning from the past, something that's dead is returning from the past. An energy fields moving through the Earth's crust, causing damage. An ultrasonic wave. Healing. And I have to say, journey to the center of the earth, and journey to the center of you as well. You know, that old movie with Doug McClure. I always think of that bit in The Simpsons where they go, I'm Troy McClure. You may know me from these movies, and I'm basically taking him off. So, okay, I find it funny anyway. I want to talk about what I've seen. In particular, I did a meditation before and I started traveling. Remember, I've talked about these little balls. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. Now, the balls that I've told you about, the Palladians flying around in them, that's not the same. What I want to show you is what I say are bubbles. I've told you about the eggs and the souls, how souls are made. If you haven't watched that video, please check it out. I talk about the lost souls, the missing souls that the angels are looking for. And basically, this time I was showing them floating on the air with images in, and that's what I see anyway. Sometimes I physically see, so I see images floating around, things like that. And it's really odd. They showed me loads of them again. This is the only way I can describe them to you. So it's a little bit ASMR-ish. Courtesy of Gabby's Dollhouse. Okay. So this is what I mean. Oh, I don't know if you saw, there wasn't enough came out there, was that? That was rubbish. Oh, it's not doing it very well. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Bubbles are so noisy when they burst. Anyway, so that's what I'm talking about. Can you imagine that? And then when I saw the egg things, they had little, like a dog in there and people and stuff like that. So it's something to do with how our soul is created. I haven't learned any more about it, but it's definitely something to do with how our soul is created from these little eggs. I don't know any more than that. I'm hoping they'll give me more information, but there is a place, secret place, where the souls are created. So if you want to know more about that, I have a little bit more information on that in the one of my back videos. So anyway, I start flying around. I'm going through swathes of energy like that. And it's like, I'm going to hold that up because basically when I travel, there's a lot of energy. There are a lot of grids, and then they form into places, beings, things like that. But there's swathes of energy, but they're all blue. And there's a lot of electricity that comes in. Then I can find myself at a planet. Now this is, I do see myself going down wormholes. And a lot of the time, well, not all the time, but some of these images are brought back from these little balls that float. Not the bubble ones, but the palladium. They're like little spacecraft that fly around. And it's almost like the act as cameras. And they show me who's standing and watching what's going on. And I do believe I've been in the multiverse this time. Because I was seeing Tower Bridge. Now I'm going to show you this picture in a moment. Don't laugh at my drawings. But basically there was Tower Bridge in London. And then there was this metal structure above it. And it was like this. And it was very much, I always think of that, oh, what do you call it? That place in Brussels, there's something like that, there's a structure like that, it's all metal. Well, this was all metal. And there's Tower Bridge and everything, you know, blue sky, whatever, but this was here. Now, the only thing I can think of is if it wasn't a multiverse, was that it is part of Earth's structure and how it is made up. And it's basically, I'm being shown the nuts and bolts of how this world is made up. We see it as organic. I've talked about this quantum computer, that the universe, it's all maths and code and stuff like that. And not so much like the Matrix, but a giant computer. And it's almost like these structures form around the planet. Right, they're showing me this metal structure is all around the Earth. And it's very interesting. I see all of these people in the other dimensions standing there. They're standing in rows. A lot of the time they are watching things. And a lot of them are stood around. I'm seeing some very odd structures. There's some sort of organic looking ones as well at times. But a structure like this, but it's sort of, I'm not very good at drawing. Let's see if I can draw this. It's almost like, I suppose it's like two halves of a brain on it, but it's not a brain. And then there's this on the top of it here. That's what I've got so far. It looks really weird. It's like, if you can imagine this above the other structure bit, sort of, I don't know, there's some sort of metal structure, very like this other one I showed you. I cannot draw to save my life. It's so difficult to communicate this to you because it's out of this world. But it's a structure like that, but it's not, it's shaped differently. It's more sort of over the top. And this is all silver here and silver in here. It's very odd. But there's a lot of light as well around it. And the men in black who I see, or there's Secret Service angelics, if you like, are stood around there, and all the people are stood around, and it's very misty and it's dark. And it's this big structure, and I believe that that's where we are. Because I keep saying, where am I? Where am I? And there's some sort of structure, and it contains the world. People can see into it from the other side. This is what I'm shown. However wacky this sounds, this is what I'm shown. And there's a lot of light over it. And it's almost like, I mean, at night, I can see these people, well, I can see them standing everywhere. I know they're standing around this room now. It's almost like I think I'm in the corner of the room, but it's almost like their dimension is superimposed onto ours, and they both exist at the same time, and we exist in both. That's what, well, I'm existing in both. And that's what I find a bit sort of strange. I don't fully understand what's going on there, obviously. And I see all these angelics standing around there. Now, when I've done the necrometer, okay, which, if you don't know, is a thing where you can get communication in from, people who, have passed on. I get a lot of strange things. And one of the things I get a lot is, where are you? I can't see you. Or, we are at the door. I think, well, what do they mean? The front door? What do they mean? And the other day I was sitting outside the front, and somebody a spirit came to the top. There's a gate. It's very old here. 1837 it was built. And it came to the top here, looked down, went, she's here. This is where she is. But I keep getting this, where are you? And it's almost like there's a cloak around me where I am. But it's within this structure, which I believe contains the world. This is just, honestly, the things they show me are just, and it's like I'm there. It's so freaky. The experiences, I'm becoming more and more aware of being in a body that's not mine. I mean, I look at my face all the time, and I know a lot of you will have had this experience, but it's like, that's not my face. That's just not my face. I don't like the way I look because it's not me. And obviously, I mean, we can all have that anyway, but this is something deeper. So I'm never going to like the way I look because it's not me. I don't look like this. Who am I? And very strange. And I've had a lot of my functional neurological disorder fits. And I had a load last night, and basically I'm paralyzed when it happens, and I can't move, and it can be for a very long time. It has been up to an hour before, and sometimes I've had to lie down, and I just can't move. It's total paralysis, and that's the glitch in the nervous system, they'll always call it. But I had it last night, and I got the point was just happening on, off, on, off. And my eyes will close, can't eat, can't watch TV, can't do whatever. And this is every bloody night, okay? And last night, I've had this a couple of times before. I even mentioned it on a video before. But it was almost like I became aware that I was in another dimension. I could see people, everything, and I was screaming because I wanted out of my body. But it was almost like there are bits of me traveling off all over, and they suddenly become aware that something's going on here, but I'm in another dimension, and I'm screaming, just a rage, whatever, screaming. And of course, I'm not doing anything here because I can't move. Sometimes I can't open my lips, or, you know, I make strange noise or anything because it's my brain controlling it. Suddenly decides I'm going to walk a different way, throws my arms behind my back, everything. It does all sorts of horrible things. And some of you, I think somebody else has it that watches this channel, and you know what I'm talking about. It's just horrible. But I became fully aware of what was going on, and I wanted out. And it was like, I want to leave now. I want out. Obviously I don't, but I can see myself in all these different places, and it's very strange. So I don't know what this is, obviously, but it is some sort of form of structure, and we were inside it. I mean, to tell you it's an artifact. We are within the artifact. Okay. We'll do some cards in a minute and see if we can find out any more information about that and how that relates to the world and what's going on at the moment. I've also been shown myself, I talked about, is it me? Is it the light gone funny again? Something's shimmering. When I get shimmering, that normally means there's a lot of activity around. Something happened. I had a very weird sensation. I did get upset after. I do get very upset. But it was almost like I turned a corner as well. And it's a strange thing to feel like something is being pulled out of you and pushed out and away. And that's what it felt like. And it was part of my life. Something was passing and moving on. And I was finally going into a next stage, ascending somehow and going on to the next step in my life. And I could see it physically being moved out, like it was block. That's the only way I can describe it, but it was transparent, and it was like something being moved out. And I felt relief because it was almost like I can move on. These concepts are really difficult to understand. They're very hard to explain. I just ask you to bear with and just open your mind and have a think about what it means to you, what it could be. They seem to speak in riddles. They're very careful with the information that they bring forward. So we will try and get some more information on all of this in a moment, and any predictions that need to come out. But I have been shown myself being baptized somewhere as well. It's very odd because I was told I was being born, and, you know, just saw this so big, you can be living out loads of different lives. And they showed me this baby, and the baby's being baptized. I didn't even tell you what the mother looks like. Short, dark hair, everything. There's a tap there. Did you hear that? That's weird. Oh, something's just moving over there. Right, there were 2 children and they've just moved the children over. So I don't know what that's all about. But very strange. So I must be doing some work here as well. Born 3 times on the earth. So I'm not sure what's going on, but there are a lot of images and this energy and traveling in between where there's lots of water and people standing on beaches. A lot of people waking up, but it's deeper than an awakening, because I keep seeing this plane. It keeps showing me the plane. And it's sort of on the beach, and it's waiting. All these people on the beach, they're waiting to get on this plane. And I heard the plane must take off again, out of the cave comes light. Light will be shone on the path. The path is hard but treadable. Open your mind, and you shall be saved. What the heck that means. But let's see if we can get some more information then. But I'd love to know what this structure is. I even thought it was for one of my books, because they've started showing me a lot of images about my books again, and about this underground city, and that channeled messages. And it's all to do, I keep going on about it because they keep wanting me to. You can read it on Inca at the moment if you want. It's free for the moment. That's going to be changing as we come into the autumn. It's about the underground city. It's to do with Atlantis. It's to do with the angels. It's to do with a few things. They want their story heard. And I've got to do some reworking of it as well. But you can read it on Inca, and it talks about this underground city. And that's what I wondered if I was seeing as well, with all these weird shapes. Was it an underground city? Are we in an underground world somewhere? Part of this computer. Oh my God, the mind just... It is possible. I just told me to tell you, it's a structure for now. It's not what you think it is. But all these people waking up from tubes, it's like cryostasis. As if we travelled here to exist. So let's have a go. See what else we can get, any information on this. And any predictions for the world that needs to come out. There's a power struggle somewhere. Protection from a power struggle. Israel again. There's a power struggle in the cabinet. There's moves to remove. I never say his name. No, Alcott. You know who I'm talking about. There's definitely power struggles there. There's going to be some shuffling. He's going to try and hold on to power, but there's some people with old ideas that he doesn't like. I don't know. Coming of darkness. The path is dark, but will be illuminated. Beware unwanted visitors. That travel across the land. Show me the gimbal things. It's like everybody's got their eyes closed. One thing I did see was a picture of the Turin shroud. Jesus' face, and they're saying that it was, you know, they keep saying, no, it wasn't, yes, it was. That it was, you know, his burial shroud. What I noticed was all the sort of light on it, and this little ball. It seemed to be like a ball of light. Now, what they show me is, and they did it before, I got very angry before I sat down to do my meditation. And it was like spell work had been sent. Yeah, I get angry like everybody else, but this was full on rage and frustration. I'd had a great, you know, I'd just been to a gym, everything. So I didn't understand why I suddenly felt so rough. And what they do is they, I've talked about this before, they remove swords. I'm hoping it's symbolic of spell work, but I suddenly started engaging in this removing spell work, and I say swords because there can be words, there can, you know, swords are like in the tarot, and then they just pulling these swords out. top of my head, out my crown chakra. And I saw all of that. I also see other images floating across the top as well, and of people deliberating and doing things in another place. It's very strange around a table. I see all these images floating around. I don't know why. That's the crown chakra. That's where information comes in. But they remove these thoughts, and sometimes I can feel it. And I just suddenly engaged in this, right, return to sender, because somebody keeps sending me spiders because I don't like them. And this bloke, I can see exactly what he looks like. He's a bit of a, very dodgy. And I sent them all back to him. And then I started appearing. It was like my higher self was doing this. And I just sent it all back at his feet. And then I started appearing in his room at the door. And he was, didn't like that. Because it's like every day he sends his crap to me. I don't know who he's doing it for, but that's what he's doing. And I can see him. I'm showing him. I've been shown what he does. And for some reason, I just took everything into control and did it myself. Return to sender, blah, blah, blah. And I just started appearing in these doorways as if to, no more. And he was not happy. So, and then it stopped. And all of this, hopefully he'll not be doing that again. Almost like I was haunting him for a moment. And it was to show him, you can't do this anymore because I'm onto you now. And I'm sorting this out myself. So whoever you are, yeah, I just sent them right back to his feet. There you go, all those spiders, because he's doing it from, I've been shown, tank, everything. Oh, it's horrible. It's gross, but you know, I'm onto you. Oh, for that person who doesn't like me moving my hair, sorry. I'm going to get it cut. I've had enough. I'm waiting for my hairdresser coming back from Japan. So, right. So this coming of darkness. I'm not picking up anything horrible for the world, which is really nice for a change. It's about the world rather. But there are people who do not want us knowing this information, discovering it. You've got to think that movie, The Truman Show. It is very like that. These people, I've seen these people standing around watching, but something is coming. Oh, I was telling you about the Turin child. This is how it happens. For those who don't like the distraction, this is all part of the message. We're all being distracted all the time from the truth. It's part of the message, and it's part of how I remember things to come out. It's just, if you don't like my delivery, then go to somebody else. But if you leave a comment, you're out. Okay, so with the Turin shroud as well, with this little ball of light, it made me think of that, because they take out balls of like those bubbles, but they're not. They're like glass balls, and they put them in there, and they contain information. And this is how you get your gifts. This is what they're doing. They're putting it through the crown chakra. And then, but they take out the old, place new, and they put 2 in there. So I don't know. That's when you ascend as well. So I don't know what that's all about. But it was really weird to see all these lights that I see above on the Turin shroud. I'll have to dig it out. Maybe put a picture of it on the community page, and you can have a look. It's on the internet, you know, but I just found that really, all the light, and from what I'm shown, and all of this energy stuff that goes around, very amazing. And they're very keen to present Jesus as a man. I've seen a lot of they keep showing me his big cross with Jesus on around me, and this spacecraft. I've even seen him on this spacecraft, this huge spacecraft, which something to do with the plane, but it's huge. There are lots of people in it. I'm seeing more and more, and I see all the stars and the planets outside. It's almost, I've realised that I think they present the spacecraft to me as a plane at times, because in the past I would have got a bit, oh, I have had a dream where I've been out in space and I've been in this place where it was all white, but it was out in space. And I kept thinking, how am I going to get back down? How am I going to get back down? And then I've seen this giant angel in space. It's been right in front of me. It's bizarre. I believe it was Archangel Michael came and stood beside me. Armor, red cloak. I've seen him before. Blonde hair. Really striking. Fantastic. Amazing. Gabriel is like that as well. I've seen these people, and they are you know, I've told you, they're star beings. So let's have a look, see what else we can go. But the other thing with it, what I did was the Turin Shroud. I had the images up on the internet, and I saw Jesus. They keep showing me this, eyes closed. Okay, so it's eyes closed like that, and then I moved along. There was a picture of him that was very like the image, but it obviously was painted and whatever, and he had his eyes open like, wow, like that, and that's what I'm showing. So going within and being finding out who you are, what you are, about yourself, seeing the truth of yourself within. When you open your eyes, helps you see the truth outside and where that's come from. But so that's what that is about. Now this is weird because they've shown, remember they show me thousands of people, few people at a time. I see all sorts. And they had all these people running around, and they were out in the fields, and they were putting straw bales out. And there were mountains in the distance, and there's all communication. The images mean things. Straw bale. It's time you step out of your comfort zone, take up space, and reach new heights. So this is all about ascending as a collective and individually. Okay. Witches gathering. Now I always see people around a table. Okay, Witches gathering 42. Gather in power, come together in grace. Unity is rising, and all will be embraced. Okay, so these are important themes for the world. Corn maze, that's being uncertain of the path. The path is within. The code is within. They show me like DNA. The code is within. So for some of you I'm talking to, it's in your DNA. The code is in your DNA. By being you, you bring forth the light. Just by existing here is an anomaly, and bringing in new thought, new horizons for the earth dwellers, I heard. And you want that one there, yeah? Okay, Team Magic 38. Reach into your subconscious, pull from the source, and weave magic with intention, and the answers will unfold. They're desperate to get this world to evolve to a higher plane and not be stuck in these cycles. Yeah, it's about joining divine feminine, divine masculine, all aspects of self. 9. I am you and you are me. When we come together, we are all we seek. By unity, then we can evolve. But there are too many people in this world who do not. There are too many dinosaurs keeping power. Okay, not just in governments, but in society in general. They refuse to learn. They do not want to climb the mountain and be to freedom. They are quite happy in their rigid structures that need to be dismantled. A new world needs to rise and be created. The code needs to be changed. There's the time. Okay, and they're referring me, and I'm just getting this. This is like the cave. This is the cave of Honda in Argentina. Okay, but it's instead of the cave of Honda. hell did I get that from? It's the Cave of Hands. What the hell was I saying Honda for? There are no accidents. Honda. Why did I say Honda? I don't know. I'm going to move on. But it's a Cave of Hands, and I knew that because I read all the thing on it. Anyway, and I can see it. But I don't know why I said Honda. I have no idea. But it's almost like Plato's cave coming out of the cave. I can't get my words out. Coming out of the cave to see the truth and the true form of everything, rather than what you believe it to be. It's also connecting to that fire and passion for life. So I'm not sure what the hell was all that about. Right, where do you want me to go? No, where do you want? View of the crows. I saw a giant crow flying around as well. So that's to do with messengers. One of my guides showed me a letter that was being posted. So you may be getting a letter that's important for you. Somebody in power may be getting a letter of demand. Or Putin. Some demands being made. Yeah, anomaly. An anomaly hidden in plain sight. I mean, we'll go on about first contact and what have you, but first contact with aliens has already been made. Things are put in plain sight. They're just cloaked. Yes, because I did see that structure out there. There are things out there. I can see them out. A giant ball with circle in the middle and little one in the middle, which usually is sort of like the world and bits going off, and then it flies around. I see through a giant face with an eye. I see lots of things. That can be the eye of Horus, of course. But these things, those structures, everything, they're all able, you can see them. Just open your mind. It has to be shown, perhaps. But it's fear. It's like this code. It's almost like I'm being told the code is for us now to all wake up. But some people are suppressing the code, and the code's being suppressed from an outside source. But want to know more about that, check out the previous videos. But we are suppressing it, and the messengers have been brought to the planet to wake people up and to get them to access the code. But dinosaurs are keeping that from, you know, it's almost like trying to keep us stuck. Nobody wants to climb that mountain because it takes work. And once you've got the code out, you don't know what you're going to face. There'll be new challenges. And there's a lot of fear about that. But the code is trying to wake up, and it's causing some bad symptoms in people. Unexplained symptoms. Obviously, this is for entertainment purposes only. If you have any problems, don't put it down to this. Go and get checked out by a doctor first before you, take any advice from here. You should always be doing that. But there is a fear because it's been instilled in us, and somebody wants to keep that stuck. Yeah, this is a communication coming in. Out of the cold, out of the dark. People are being kept in the dark. Somebody's coming through the dark. I'm seeing this crow, this messenger through the court, the raven. Edgar Allan poem being shown. So it's a raven, but it's coming through to give a message of awakening. I'm just going to try these cards again, see if I get the card that I think would enhance that. About the raven. No, I didn't. Peppers, be fierce about the ways in which you protect yourself. Allies away. There, but look at, it's flying. These are the seasons of the witch card, and they are for autumn. There's a lot coming in autumn. I don't know what yet, but I know there's a lot coming in autumn. Okay, so we've got this communication. There's some sort of communication coming to us. It's coming out of the dark. And it's not just individual, this is collective. It's coming out of it's coming through another dimension that's in the dark. Is that correct? That's correct. From the darkness. quote The Raven. I just keep hearing that bit from the poem The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. So maybe take a look at that. There may be something in there that's relevant. Okay. Know what you want to go there now. All right. Bit of tarot. It's all complicated, but it's very, I find it very interesting. The fire rages beneath the ice and snow. Keep getting that. I'm just looking at that polar bear. There's going to be a lot about fire, a lot of fire going on. I said about the world, you know, the sky being lit with flame. So I'm not sure what that's all about. They told me soon. Get no more about that. Are these upside down? No. So this is the moon, right, which is like being lost in the dark, but it's upside down. So that's going to change. The moon's going to illuminate. Something out of the dark comes with a message, and it's a raven. A letter. It's carrying a letter. You know, like Harry Potter, they show you the owl delivering messages. Well, it's a raven. Okay, we'll have a look at that one in a minute. Something plotting. Somebody's plotting something. As a rejection. It's being rejected. The message, call to wake up is being rejected. No, this one. But judgment is upon us, and it's going to be forced. How are they going to force that then? The sun breaks free. This world will go into turmoil. The sun breaks free, the world goes into turmoil. You see, I've had to write all of this stuff in blinking stories. And they were always channeled stories, that because they come in, they show me the images, they show me the characters, they show me the dimensions. And there's something always about the sun dying, because this book was originally called Dead Sun. The sun is dying or dies. There's something to do with aliens coming in. I haven't touched it for a while because I get down about my writing because people have stolen so much of it. But you know, they're pushing me back to it. I have total writer's block and freaked out about it to her because it's so personal, because it's deep messages, things I've witnessed. Have I? Yes. That's why I'm feeling emotional. So it's true. It's very true. So the sun dies, and it's to do with aliens coming in and doing that. And I want, basically it dies, the world, and I read up on all the science for this, the world goes spinning out of control and loses orbit around the sun, everything. And it's very strange. It goes up, everything goes into winter. Now, this is what they keep showing me, winters. Yeah. Everything dies, but underneath, you know, most people die because you just can't survive in the conditions. But some people found a way to, and you can drill down under the big blocks of ice to get water and things like that. And it's very post-apocalyptic. And so this has happened somewhere. I've witnessed it. This could have been on another planet. Oh. It's happened before here. And it's on course again. It's like nuclear winter type thing. But it's to do with the sun. Set off by a nuclear explosion. Not the aliens, that's the is that the fabricated bit? Yes, that's for the story. Artistic license for that bit. But they're telling me which parts of the story are true. Like, dead set fact. but it's set off by a nuclear explosion. And I keep getting that we've been on this road before and we've blown up and we've come back and we tried to redo it and get it right. We've done that quite a few times. So that's what's happened, and it's to do with nuclear, and that's what they're trying to stop. And the angels, but basically everybody mutates into something new and supernatural, and they all go to live underground. But there's a connection with Atlantis. So I'm not being given all the information here, but watch this space, we'll get more information. But somebody's trying to stop us, because I keep talking about this is plotting. This is a group of people plotting to keep the world unawakened through fear for their own ends. But there are secret societies doing that here, and they're in collusion outside dimensional forces. Oh, couldn't make it up, could you? I just couldn't. Yeah. Right, see, I just say it's Seven of Pentacles, Black Swan. A devious swan. Have you seen the skies? Yeah. So, oh my God. People are trying to keep everything stable, where what we need to do is evolve and change and go through these shake-ups. Because if we don't, we're never going to be, oh my God, look, fire. Fire. It's like she's completely ignoring that fire that's already building. There's fire building through the earth, whatever. That's... All right, it's getting very complicated now. I'm going to have to end it. But fire through the earth, an effort to destroy all living life and take resources. And move in. But it's by dimensional forces, and they're waiting for ourselves to destroy ourselves, if you know what I mean. For us to destroy ourselves. Oh my God. Okay. Well, that's weird. One more card and then we're going to go, because I'm over time here. Yeah. Connect to the inner child. Connecting to the inner child and remembering. The child remembers everything. Remembers the codes. Remembers the mission. Connect with the child and the mission will be shown. The ascension will be activated. And the dinosaurs will be killed off. Okay. Yeah. Trust. Trust in the universe. And we've got to go through this storm and weather it. That's Polynesian Voyagers of the Pacific Ocean. Watch what comes from the water. Watch what rises from the water. It will point the way. Okay, well, that's very cryptic. So God help us trying to sort all that out. So anyway, I hope that has been of some interest, however wacky and strange it is. Yeah, I hope that's been of some sort of use. If you want a personal reading, or you want a psychic chat to talk about all these things, or you want to read that book, please check it out in the description, all the links. And take care of yourselves. Please subscribe as well. And I shall see you next time. Thanks. Bye.